And welcome back to another one of my alopecia videos. Today I will be talking about whether or not it is best or the pros and cons of using steroids for hair loss. Um, just a little update on my condition while we're here. I believe this morning it may have stopped falling out. I only had two hairs fall out when I brushed it this morning, which is amazing. I did go to the hairdressers yesterday. I braved it for the first time since it's happened. And I did lose quite a lot, but I don't know if that's just like pulling and tugging and whatnot. But it seemed that there was extra coming out. But then today, there was like nothing. So I am going to take that as a win, and hopefully it will continue because it's been almost 5 months now since it started falling out. So I'm hoping it is done and I'm on the path to recovery. So yes, when I went to the doctors, first of all, you kind of learn quickly that there's nothing that can stop hair loss. It's just going to happen. But one of the options of a way of controlling it is to get a steroid. There are several different types that you can get. I will just say I am not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. This is just what happened with me and my experience during my hair loss. So yeah, I when I first went to the doctor, I was prescribed a steroid. I won't tell you which one. It was this one. It's like a little. It's like liquid. It's like liquid water in a way. I was told to put it on once a day, usually at bedtime, because they said that way. Then it's like you kind of sleep, and it's just like there soaking in. And I put it on every day for about 2.5 months, but it didn't really seem to do anything, and I didn't really know how long I wanted to keep using it for, because they said using topical steroids, after a while it can like weaken, like make skin go thinner and weird side effects like that. So in the end I kind of stopped using it after 2.5 months. But I did go back to the specialist, and I ended up getting cortisone injections or shots, like straight into what was the worst patch, basically, because they say when you use steroids you can't use it like on a wide area. It's kind of like you have to pick an area and work on that one only. So on my worst patch I ended up having steroids injected straight into it. They had just filled up one syringe, and then they repeatedly just like put a tiny bit in, just out in, out in, out in. It wasn't fun. It hurt. It wasn't the best. But how long after that would it have been? It would have been about that. I think I had that started in February, I think it was, and by middle of April, I want to say, it seemed to be overnight. It just was like ping, and it just kind of started growing back. But yeah, it's like the patch where I had the injections, the hair has kind of grown longer, quicker there. It's like I think like other areas are starting to fill in by themselves, which didn't have steroids in, but the patch where I did have the steroids has definitely come through faster. It's like it's grown longer, quicker. But yeah, so I mean that kind of helps in that sense, because I'm like, oh, it's like I don't have to worry about there being a big like patch anymore, because now it's kind of gone back hair color. So I mean it helps in that sense. But it wasn't fun having injections straight into your head, and I did also have a bit of a side effect from it. It's like it's what I like to call baby scalp. It kind of went like a bit scabby, like how a baby's head would go when they're growing hair. And it was only in the round patch where I had the steroids, so I kind of blamed the steroids for it going a bit like scaly and flaky. But then when I like say was to scratch it off, because it's one of them things where you're like, oh, it's gross. So I kind of scratched it, and it was like pulled out some of like the newer hairs that were growing. So it was a bit of a catch 22. Did you want the scaly head, or do you want to get rid of it? I chose to end up like scratching it out, because it didn't look too bad from after I scratched it, and it seems to have gone now since I decided to try and scratch it all out. I did also use like a head lice comb with like the little like bristles that are really close together. That helped a little bit, but obviously it's like when you're scared to like wash, brush, and then suddenly you're using a head lice comb to then like brush it. It's a little bit scary, but for me, I thought it was better to do that. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really. It's not an area that I could see, so for me, I don't know if using a steroid was particularly worth it. Because I think the rest of my hair is kind of starting to grow back anyway, which in places, I mean, there's still, where is it, that like that patch, there doesn't seem to be anything happening there yet, but like on top, it's not as white anymore compared to what it was. So I think it is kind of improving like by itself without the steroids. I am taking biotin. I know that's not a steroid; it's a vitamin, but I've been taking that every day. I know for one thing, my nails have been growing a lot faster since I've been taking it. So I'm guessing that hopefully that's helping my hair. But that'll be in another video of like the things that I kind of ate and actually put into my body rather than rubbing on it. That'll be another video of the things that I done that way. But for now, steroids, I'm not sure if it's worth it. I know some people, like, it's give or take. Some people decide to use them, some people don't. It's completely by choice. I don't think I'd bother if I had it again. Hopefully I don't have it again. I don't ever want to go through it again. But if I was to happen again, I don't know if I would bother with the steroid again. But yeah, I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and have a great day.